Man, there have been some odd consequences, strange stuff that's happened due to this coronavirus pandemic. Now, one really good thing, great consequence that's happened. And by the way, people like me, we don't call this a pandemic. We call this the introverts paradise. Oh, listen, I'm not a hugger. I'm not a touchy-feely person. And so this is a wonderful time for me so that everybody has to keep their distance from me. I've been trying to do that my whole life. So this is a good thing. And it also reminds me, go check out a Seinfeld episode. You can get it on YouTube. They had an episode with a close talker. You know these people. Judge Reinhold, the actor, played the character. So every time he was talking to somebody, he would walk right up, put his face right next to their face. It's hilarious. So what's happened to the close talkers? They can't do that anymore. And then, let me just say this. Our press, the American press, is just awful in all respects. And I'm not talking about Trump here. They're just horrible. I could do podcast after podcast to show you what a waste of existence they are. One example is the fact that we don't hear anything about big issues anymore. I mean, they've got our attention 24 hours a day, and they can talk about nothing. Of course, they're going to hit Trump hard, but other than that and the coronavirus, nothing are we going to hear about. For instance, before the coronavirus, Trump was elected on the immigration issue, and a lot of stuff was going on with that. Do we still have a problem at the southern border during the virus? How would we know? No one's reporting on it. Is the wall still being built? Is that considered essential business? I don't know. And how would I find out? No one's reporting on it. One side, weird, funny consequence is the fact that in Mexico, and here's a big question too, why the coronavirus has not really taken off in Mexico. It's not a real problem yet. They anticipate it, but it's not there yet. So a lot of citizens in Mexico are asking the government to shut down the southern border or the northern border for them with the United States. Keep Americans from coming across. Oh, man, what a consequence that is. We see a big increase in filings for divorce. And what's odd is at the same time, there's a huge increase in demand for condoms. Figure that one out. And is crime still happening? I mean, are gang members in Chicago still shooting up the city on weekends? I don't know. No one's reporting. I mean, is there still raping and murdering and armed robberies happening across the country? How would we know? And the big one, since this coronavirus thing's been happening, no one has mentioned the word impeachment. I mean, obviously, we need to move on to the next round of hearings, but nothing's been said. Well, go into the weekend and send me your own odd or weird consequences that you've noted.